understand. We are live. Awesome. And I got that smudge, and I don't know what the hell I did with it, so I guess we're not doing the smudge tonight.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, so I didn't get the water to do the thing either. Okay. You don't need those. Join me in the circle, please. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Samhain 2020, live from the Grove. Yay! We don't have it backwards, so we're just going with straight. So we're not going to have any idea if anybody says anything. So please understand, we love you, but we're doing this and we can't interact because of the way things are. Thank you for joining us. I wonder what's in the building.
I don't know. Something's in the building.
Something is in the building. All right. So, we're being visited by whatever. We're not sure yet. We'll find out, I'm sure.
Yep.
Because there's lots of interesting things here. And it's a very, very peaceful place. And there's lots of natural. Lots and lots of natural. There we go. So Samhain 2020. Samhain is, and Beltane for Australia. Samhain is the beginning of the new year. It's the Day of the Dead. It's the last harvest. It's the day, for some folks, it's an interaction with ancestors. It's a very private thing. For others, it's a very public mourning, and it's a very cooperative and collaborative celebration and or mourning. We're going to do kind of both, all of it, or a mix. I'm still listening to the thing in the building do the thing. And if you hear it and recognize it, let us know. I think it's a woodpecker, but we got a lot of it.
My first thought was a woodpecker.
Yeah. It's kind of becoming the totem for this place. Or totem is not the right word. No, we'll figure it out. So, let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to do a fairly skinned-down ritual to celebrate and to turn the wheel on some things and work on what we're going to do for the next year. And so what we're going to do is we're going to first start with calling the directions. And this direction is east here. And the moon is very beautiful over there. And unfortunately you can't see her because, well, it's a cell phone and it will look weird anyway. But to the east, denizens of air, east, bringers of thought, cool breezes, understanding. Join us. Help us celebrate. Help us to appreciate. So mote it be. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of fire, bringers of passion, magic, warmth, ferocity. We call you tonight to join our fire. Welcome to our circle. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the West, deep emotions, hidden meaning, all the stuff that lies below the surface, and understanding the currents. Please join us. Please help us. Please guide us. Join our circle. Join our fire. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the North, protectors, you who give us the strength to stand upon and the strength to stand against. We call you and we ask you to join our circle. Come to our fire. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the center, keepers of the balance, holders of the wheel, we ask you to join us tonight. O great turtle, we fly through the sky on your great back. We ask for your assistance as we move forward into the new year. So mote it be. I got appropriate ones. So, appropriate ones, as in I got nicely representative pieces of wood for the lady. And for the Lord. Yeah, bragging. So, that's to explain this. Lady Hecate, join our circle. Cast your understanding upon that which lies. Bring us to the moon as the moon is full in the sky. Help us as we seek and we learn how to fly. Help us understand as we crawl into the dark places. And fill with love all of our empty spaces. Except my offering. Lord Pan, Lord of the dance, King of the prance, if your life is good, you'll take the chance. Come join us this night. Help us delight. As the world takes to fright, my poetry is not always polite. We ask you to join our circle. We ask you to watch our right. Pan, come heed our call tonight.
Got a plus.
Wouldn't be a proper fire without it.
Correct. And the correct term for it is called garroting.
Don't think I learned that.
Well, you haven't been around Garrett since you became head bartender.
Sure.
I love you, Garrett.
Tonight is a night to remember those who have passed, the people that have died within the last year. And usually one of the things that I do is read off what's called a litany of the dead and mark all of the celebrities and or important minds, thinkers, and friends that have passed. That is impossible this year. I couldn't make it through without breaking down crying. We have lost so much. So much has changed. And everything is going to be so different from now on. That it is more of a new year to say thank you to the ancestors and to begin working on a new thing, on creating a new way from what they have started. And ultimately that will be our mission, because we had no other choice. We have no other choice. But to move forward, because we cannot go back. We cannot go back society-wise. We cannot go back culturally. We cannot go back. All we can do is go forward and build new. And fire does that. It makes it so you can build new. This year, I'm turning the wheel on a lot. There's a lot that has come to an end in my life. And for me, I've ended relationships. I've changed life focuses. I've spawned a brand new direction. And embracing all of it and dashing gaily forward, because this is my life and this is what it's going to be, so this is what we're going to do. And I'm very glad to be at the end of the year. My life is completely different than it was 1 year ago. And I love my life. 2020 has been a motherfucker for everybody. It has been a time of change and transmorphism and just all the things that can happen to people. And it's just kind of while it's so unending, there's also a finality to the fact that it's not ever going to be the same. And that's what happens no matter what. I think the biggest difference between 2019 and 2020 is that it sucks for so many people at the same time. It's not so random. So, but I turned the wheel on an old life. And I step happily into the new year with a new life, a new focus, a new way to express myself and my devotion to my God and to the God, and to continue helping people move in that direction. Okay?
I think one of the biggest things for me this year in getting rid of, past trauma getting rid of the junk. Both literally and figuratively. Getting rid of that, being able to breathe again. That's been a big change.
Right.
Change that mindset and looking, saying, I've got the strength to do what needs to be done. Looking forward to seeing what the next year has in store.
Well, the thing is that the number one thing I think that 2020 has taught people is adaptability.
Right.
Some of them adapted well, some didn't. And in the end, it doesn't matter how we adapt.
Right?
It's still going to happen.
It's going to happen. Like dragging a toddler, kicking and screaming. It's going to happen.
Right?
Just
Right.
figure out how you're going to react to it.
Is this going to hurt or is this going to not hurt?
Right.
Am I going to fight it or am I just going to let this happen?
You knew you were going there.
Well, I got to.
That one's a little wet, so it'll need help getting started. I'd do the same thing and it would still have time.
Right, oh yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. My one match and goes that I'm working on. But and actually, it's funny. Scarlett asked me why my boots were all fucked up, and I explained that they were melted.
Right?
And then she asked how, and I said, because I'm a fire attendant.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what happens to fire tender boots.
It
They
really
melt.
is.
They don't wear out.
They don't go away. They
Yeah.
just melt.
Right.
Yeah. So, and apologize. I mean, all right. Hope everybody enjoyed the blowjob. 2020, it's almost over.
Yay.
And that also means, that's exciting for me because that means new stuff starting.
Right.
So, I mean, that whole new stuff starting thing is really fucking important when things suck.
Mm-hmm.
Because having the knowledge that it's not going to stay this way will make it worse, but it's not going to stay this way.
It's going to change. You just don't know how.
Right. But, I mean, there's hope. There's possibility, and there's the knowledge that no matter what, it will change. There's also you can't wait for things to not change because they're going to.
Right.
You don't have progress otherwise. You don't have new things. You don't improve. You don't do any
Staying
of that.
stagnant's never a good thing.
Right. I am an agent of chaos. I mean change. Not chaos, change. Should have grabbed a drum. I'll do better next time. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'll remember that next time.
Okay.
Change, ancestors, New Year. I think that's everything.
Okay.
Okay. You got the juice?
Yes.
Yes. we're going to do oblation and libation. All right, so that's what I was going to do. So here's what we're going to do. I think you know the other part of this. If you don't, I will go ahead and say it.
Okay.
As this blade is to the male,
Oh shoot. It's
so this blade is to the, so this cup is to the
To the
female.
female.
And as they are joined, they become one
Yes.
in perfect love and perfect trust. May you never thirst. Just go straight across.
Okay. Sorry, can't see.
May you never thirst.
May you never thirst.
Thank you so much. So much it be.
Somebody do.
That's yummy. And then the cake. I'm sorry, I
Flipper's way.
I'm gonna chug this. I love the 8 splash. Give me a splash. From the homies. From the play. And for those near and far away. Alright.
It's not very stable, I don't think.
How appropriate. Alright, so. Born of my body, baked of my blood. May my love continue to rain life upon the planet. So mote it be. May you never hunger. Now you give me a big piece with cheese.
More up. Oh wait, this is not really this big.
It's okay. Give me that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
May you never hunger. Oh, sorry.
Come on, beef.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all are gonna love that. Seriously.
That's a good one.
This is delicious. I really shouldn't do this, but Thank you so much. With the full moon, there's things to start. There's new ideas to have born, new things to push forward. With the new year, we have the same. It's extra intensified, plus it's a blue moon.
Right?
Woo!
Yay!
The moon is full in this arbitrary chunk of time that we've assigned to.
Right. It's intentions.
Mm-hmm. It's about intention. It's about moving through completion and pushing forward. For me, I've got a lot of different things on burn. All right. Napkin.
Yeah.
And it's those things that are on the burner
that this winter I have to decide how much energy I'm going to put into, because it's a brand new focus. What am I restoking? Where am I putting my fire?
And the thing is, fires, I mean, it's really good symbology right now.
Because fires you have to stock, you have to keep at, you have to make sure it's got fuel, depending on what you're trying to do. What are you trying to achieve? How are you trying to achieve it?
Are you trying to burn up all of the wood that you've got in an hour time period so that you're not coming back here constantly to check and see if the fire's out yet? Because I'm not putting it out. It's going to go out on its own. But it's still got to decide to do that, and I want to help it. Or am I going to make it having a really nice bed of coals so it goes for a long time, so we can come out here a couple times tonight and just warm up next to it real quick? Or am I just going to have a lot of smoke like I do right now? And I'm sure that that's it helps a lot. Hi. Oh, so now you follow. That was not nice. That way. All right, there we go. So, but it has to do with how you're going to do your fire. What magic are you going to add to the world around you? How are you going to stoke it? How are you going to build it? How are you going to fuel it? Are you going to give it extra oxygen? Are you going to make sure the wood's dry? Are you going to make sure... Yeah, I mean, it's a nice analogy. I'm not too weird on it. But it's a progress. It's a focus, straight. And it's about your intent. And then the reason why fire is a really good analogy is that no matter what your intent is, fire's going to do whatever the fuck it wants to. As you notice the smoke going in your face.
So, but it's the perfect analogy, because no matter what you prepare, it's still going to do what it needs to do. And then we're going to end up working with it and building from it and adjusting to it however we need.
Oh my God, that is the first siren I have heard in 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's thunder.
That was so weird. Okay.
They're coming to find us.
I haven't heard a siren in 2 months. Over 2 months. It's been so weird and cool all at the same time. But yeah. The fire is the perfect analogy for life, because no matter what your intent is and what your original goal is, you're still going to have to adjust for whatever the fuck it wants to do. So, still be pretty, still be warm, still give you almost what you asked for. Kind of like magic. But it's a different thing. Let's see. I blabbered on for a while. We had... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that it's time to say goodbye to those wonderful folks who would come and eat some more of that Danish or coffee cheese or coffee apple cinnamon strudel thing that is amazing.
Very yummy. I wasn't sure about it, but I like it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna regret it tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna regret it about an hour and a half when I go to sleep. So, let's see. And with this, oh good, good. See, all the mussing around, and now it's going well. Life is about what you do now taking effect later. Seeing immediate results rarely happens. It's all about what you prep up. Because the life you're dealing with now is the result of the choices you made months or years ago. So it's a thing. And with that, I think say goodbye to those who joined.
Okay.
And I don't want to do an energy working tonight. Just because, although this would be the one time we could actually match.
Right? Instead of being a few seconds off there.
Instead of waiting for Zoom to catch up.
Right.
East, are you there? East? No. So, but Lord Pan, Lord of the dance, Lord of pride and lust and protection and understanding and desire to learn and poetry and love and all. We thank you for joining us. You have been, as always, a wonderful companion in my life. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lady Hecate, we thank you for joining our circle. We thank you for your gifts of understanding as we are led through the shadows to understand ourselves and the world around us better. We thank you for your gifts, for your understanding, for your love and your protection. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So may it be. Great Turtle, we thank you for the ride, and we thank you for the place that you give us to live. Thank you very much. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the center, keepers of balance, holders of the wheel, help us to understand. Help us to be fair. Help us to be just as we move forward into a very unclear time in our lives. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the North, thank you for your presence. We thank you for your gifts. We thank you for your help through our daily lives. We ask that you continue to aid through strength, protection, and fortitude. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the West, keepers of water, explainers of mysteries, revealers of hidden truths, Help us to understand and navigate our way through life. Help us to brave the rapids and shoot them when it's the good time. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the South, passion, magic, love. We thank you for your gifts. We thank you for the future. Please continue to aid us as we grow, live, learn, and love. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the East, clear thought, easy breath, good talk. We thank you for your love, your guidance, and your patience. Please continue to stay in our lives daily. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace between us now and always. So mote it be. The circle is uncast, but it is not broken. May the love of the gods and the goddesses go ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry do. And merry meet again. Thank you. Oh, Pan lives. Pan lives in the forest. Pan lives.
Pan lives. Pan lives.